6 touchdowns on 6 carries. That's how Easton senior Marcus Williams kicked off his final campaign as a Red Rover.
It felt good. I didn't expect to put up that many points on the board, but just doing it felt good. First game back after the COVID season, new stadium, everybody yelling, so it felt good, and I'm looking to do more damage this season.
And damage he did in all 3 phases of the game with his 11 touchdowns and an interception. Williams has had a breakout season, an unsurprising turn of events to the Easton coaching staff and to Williams himself.
I think we knew going into the season what we would get out of him, and Marcus didn't play too much on offense at the beginning of the year last year, because obviously we had Najee, your all-state running back who's at Lafayette now. And, but when Marcus needed to step up, he stepped up. He played great in the secondary for us. He played great as a returner for us last year. And, when Najee went down with his injury, we knew that we could depend on him, and we knew what he could do for us this year as well on offense.
Setting goals for myself each year, Whenever I do good, like one year I would set goals for myself to do even better, So putting a lot of work in the off season, getting up every morning, getting a workout in, it just motivates me more to get up every day and just keep working.
What he does on offense, what he does on defense, what he does on special teams, it takes a special kid to do that. And we haven't always had a kid who can do as much as Marcus can do. We've had great running backs in the past, we've had great D-backs in the past, we've had great punt returns in the past, but to be able to be that good in all 3 phases of the game, I think is what makes him special.
So how did Marcus Williams get here? Here being a near 1,000-yard rusher. Well, that all goes back to his childhood, more specifically his dad, who instilled a flame inside of him by showing him what he was able to accomplish on the gridiron.
Really just looking up to my dad, He used to watch his tapes a lot when he was in high school, and it just motivated me to get on the field too. And he had one kick return, and it kind of reminded me of myself, to be honest. Just his speed, his looseness, just seeing the hole and how fast he was, it just made me want to motivate me more to play football.
I will tell you that, they've done an outstanding job raising that young man because, not only does he perform out in the field, but like in the classroom, he's a top-notch student, which is, my number one priority with these kids. He's a humble kid. He's a respectful kid. You'll never hear a bad word out of his mouth. And you know what? He does it with a smile on his face every single time. No matter what the adversity is, Marcus will always have that smile on his face.
The next step is unknown for Williams, but one thing's for sure. Wherever he ends up, he sure won't go unnoticed.
Playing up until college and hopefully making it to the pros has been my dream since I was little, so I'm hoping to get there at one point. Really just being determined on and off the field, staying in the books, getting good grades, and then putting the work in the off season. I got to get up, get my workouts in and stuff like that, so it'll help me propel and be better each day.
I think Marcus is the type of kid that will be successful in anything that he does. I know it maybe sounds a little cliche sometimes when you say that, but you're not going to meet a better kid. You know what I mean? You're not going to meet a better person, and no matter what it is that he sets forth, whether it's playing college football or going into the workforce or whatever, maybe he wants to be a doctor or a lawyer or whatever. He's the type of kid that will accomplish that, and he'll be proud of that, and he'll be humble with it too.
In Easton, I'm Gwen Begley for the Service Electric Network.